According to WOBOS, in December 2020, imports increased by 40.8%, while exports increased by about 46.5% in comparison to December 2019. Importers and exporters grapple with a range of challenges that impact their operations and profitability. Due to the fact that 80% of importers work informally, one of the major challenges they encounter is variable costs of fuel. This puts a strain on SMEs, especially when combined with other costs like customs duties and port fees. It is difficult to engage in international trade with informal operators since they frequently lack the appropriate qualifications and compliance with quality standards.
It beats our understanding when we now have to import most of the raw materials. The intermediary products that work in production and manufacturing have to be imported, and then you have to again re-export to other countries. In future, this also, not even in future, presently and also in future, this will affect our cross-border trade and opportunities that will be coming, like African Continental Free Trade Area. We find that we are not competitive on the market. Then also, another challenge is most of our importers here, those that are in trade, you find that they are not educated. They are still using informal trade, and informal trade in most cases is a challenge to international trade. You can't trade international while you're still informal. That is why you'll find that most of the protocols that come are not helping small and medium-sized enterprises.
The fact is that nowadays in Uganda, it's so hard to operate if you haven't formalized. The government is putting several policies, and a person in business who is not ready to comply, you can be forced to comply. First of all, like the recovery fund. You cannot access the recovery fund if you haven't formalized. You're supposed to have a business name, you're supposed to have a TIN number, you're supposed to meet your tax obligations.
Although challenges still exist, Uganda's participation in the World Customs Organization Authorized Economic Operators program and the signing of the Mutual Recognition Agreement shows the nation's dedication to overcoming these obstacles. This agreement fosters closer trade ties between Uganda and other countries and promotes smoother import and export activities, benefiting businesses engaged in international trade.
Given all this information now, if the systems between the different government departments are integrated, then that means the information will possibly be a less, because you already have information. If it is in the system of the URA, Investment Authority will possibly be able to pick up that information and still be able to use it for their own registration purposes. But this is all aimed at easing doing business in Uganda, but also in making sure that we facilitate the investors who are coming into Uganda, so that then they're able to have an investment climate that will also propel them to maybe bring in more investment, or even call upon their colleagues to also come and invest in the nation.
So it is going to improve our trade relations with our major trading partner, China. And to us in Uganda, an authorized economic operator is someone Uganda Revenue Authority has vetted. That's why there are not many, 118. We have vetted them in terms of tax compliance. We have vetted them in all spheres, both domestic taxes, tax investigations, customs, other government agencies.
For this new initiative. But the purpose of this new initiative, to ease the whole process of clearing votes, both by National Bureau of Standards and then URA. So all the bottlenecks in tax clearance processes, they are going to be eased, because these companies are going to enjoy VIP treatment. So I think this is a very good initiative of facilitating trade.
There is an intensive need for sensitizing traders about Authorized Economic Operators program, establish trust and credibility with international buyers, for they often require proper documentation, proof of compliance with regulations and assurance of quality.
The biggest challenge we'll have in Uganda is that we have few companies that are registered as AOEs. So you'll find China benefits more than us. And it needs a lot of sensitization.
This will contribute to job creation, increased investments, and sustainable economic development, hence reducing bureaucratic hurdles and pave way for a more efficient trading experience. Bernia Katsime, Smart24 TV, Business Today.